everyone, it's Candidly Elyse. Welcome back. I am here to talk about my fall essentials. And before we get started, who doesn't love fall? Everyone that I talk to is always like, it's fall, I love fall. Fall this, fall that, pumpkin this, pumpkin that. And I'm one of those. I am a pumpkin spice of everything lover. One of my girlfriends who's here on YouTube as well, I've mentioned her before, Vane WPC, she always gets on my case. She's like, pumpkin this again, pumpkin that. And I recently I picked up some pumpkin popcorn and she was like, that's it, we have to draw the line here. So enough about that. Today I have some fashion favorites, like some fashion what I feel are staples for fall. I also have a drink that I want to talk about. I also have some makeup and a few other little things that I want to mention here today. And yeah, let's get into the spirit and jump right into this video. So first and foremost, I'm going to talk about the drink. Everyone, at least I feel like, you have to have like a cozy mug. I am a mug lover. I collect mugs. I don't know, it's something weird that I have going on, but I picked this one up actually last year, but I did see them again at TJ Maxx this year and at Home Goods. It's this mug right here. I'll hold it up just like this. It's basically a skeleton juggling candy corn, and I was like, I need it. So I bought it. I also picked up some of this Target Archer Farms pumpkin spice coffee. It smells delicious. I haven't opened it yet, just for the sake of this video, because I kind of wanted to show a full package on how big it is and how big it looks, but it smells delicious. I'm a coffee lover, so I had to buy my pumpkin spice coffee. What is a fall essentials video without a candle? I picked up this Bath & Body Vanilla Pumpkin Marshmallow. I am a huge fan of the Fireside Marshmallow from Bath & Body. That is my all-time favorite candle. Like, all the time my mom and I go out to buy candles, she's like, you could literally pick every candle and that could be it. I'm like, yep, pretty much. So I picked up this Vanilla Pumpkin Marshmallow and it smells amazing, and it looks like this. I thought it was really cute. It's got the little owl there on the side. I would prefer that like my candles didn't have any type of lettering and stuff on it, but it's okay. It smells so good. I can't wait to light it. So that's that. Around this time, I like to focus on sticking to like darker colors on my lid or a little bit more smoky. So there's two palettes that I want to talk about. I'm not going to get into like every single color that's in there. I will show you guys how it looks, but they are still available. And the first one that I want to talk about is kind of like a staple in my makeup collection, and it is the Too Faced Chocolate Bar palette. Now, it's another one that smells just so good. And it looks like this. I don't want to blind you guys, but here are all the different shades that come in here. I feel like there's a great array of shades in this palette where you can create different looks. And this is how it looks right here. I'll give you guys a little close-up. So that's how it looks. It's the Too Faced Chocolate Bar palette. I'll link it down below for you guys. And then this one is pretty much a newer palette for me. It is the Anastasia Modern Renaissance palette, and it looks like this. And all of these shades in here, again, are just gonna be perfect for the fall, and I feel like I'm just gonna stick to these two palettes here. This palette has some matte and some shimmer, but a lot of them are like browns and like orangey rusty colors and like a few reds. There are a few like neutral colors as well in here, which I feel are just great for this time of year. So since we're on the topic of makeup, I did want to talk about my favorite 4 blushes for around this time. The first one I've mentioned before, and it is in the shade Warm Soul. This shade looks a little beat up because honestly, it is. I've been using it for so long. It's a baked blush. It's one of MAC's baked blushes, and it is in the shade Warm Soul. It looks like this. It is a great color for around this time of year. It does have a little sheen to it, so you will see a little bit of glitter, but not like disco ball glitter, you know, that kind of thing. The second one I wanted to mention is the NARS Lovejoy, and this is, again, this one's beat up because these blush shades I feel are amazing for this time of year, and I usually typically wear them throughout the year. But this one is in the shade Lovejoy, and it looks like this, and it's like that mauve-y looking kind of color, so it really goes good against, I feel, all skin tones. And this shade is just, it's another staple in my collection. I just feel like it's a good shade just for any day, really, not only for fall, so it's a good one. Then I have the Milani Baked Blush. It's another baked blush, and it is in the shade Red Vino. So the first two that I mentioned are a little bit more on the high-end side, and then these two are a little bit more affordable since they are drugstore. And this one is in the shade Red Vino, and it looks like this, and it's got like maroon and gold in it. It's beautiful. It looks like this. So there's just one thing, and I've mentioned this before in another video about this packaging. One, why do I need this? And two, I'm not gonna flash the mirror, but why? I have to keep it real. Why? I mean, it's bulky, and then you've got this, I don't know why, but I love the shade. It's another baked blush, so I feel like baked blushes, I don't know why, they're really pigmented and really pretty, so it's another baked one. Then the last one that I have here to show you guys is the Milani Romantic Rose. It's the Rose collection. It's still available. I thought this was a limited edition blush, but it's actually not, and I like it because it doesn't wiggle back and forth like the other one I just showed you. So this one is basically just in, it's compact, so it's not gonna move anywhere, but it's really, really pretty. Okay, picking out lipsticks was a very, or I should say liquid lipsticks, because not really many people wear lipstick anymore, or do they? I don't know. But I feel like the liquid lipstick phenomenon is just like going full speed. Everyone is on the liquid lipstick train and ready to just take off, like myself. So there's 6 total, and I'm gonna try to go through them fast so that we're not here all day and talking about lipstick, because there's more things that I want to mention in this video. So the first one that I want to mention is this, the Balm Cosmetics Meet Matte Hues in the shade Charming. It is absolutely beautiful. This shade is part of like the nude family, and I'm gonna go through the liquid lipsticks first before I go into the actual lipsticks, but this one is part of the nudie family, so it's a goodie. Now this one is the NYX Liquid Suede Lipstick, and it is in the shade Cherry Skies. Okay, and then last for liquid lipsticks, I have this NYX Soft Matte Lip Cream in the shade Monte Carlo. I've mentioned this one before. I've actually mentioned these two before, but I really, really love this one. I always gravitate towards it, and it is like my true red. So the one I have on my lips, I'll just mention it because I've talked about it already. It is the Balm Meet Matte Hues Long Lasting Liquid Lipstick in the shade Adoring. So that's the one that I have on my lips right now. But Adoring and Cherry Skies, they look a lot alike. So moving on to actual lipsticks. These are 2 matte lipsticks, and they are by Maybelline, and the first one is Divine Wine. It's number 695, and I'll swatch it here for you guys right now, but it is absolutely beautiful. I remember the first day I bought this, it was like when mattes were first starting to come out and be a little bit more popular. Everyone's like, what's that on your lips? I remember my best friend telling me, I don't know if I like matte, and I'm like, I do. Anyway, this one is in the shade Divine Wine, and then I love this one. It's the same thing. It's Maybelline Matte. It's part of the matte line, and this is like a really, really true red. I was talking about the really, really true red in the matte liquid lipsticks, but this one, I'm just gonna swatch it because it's red. Here it is right here. That's red. And then the last lipstick, I know I talked a lot about lipsticks, but the last one that I wanted to mention is the Milani Matte Naked, and it's just basically matte, and I'll swatch it right above that red. So here it is right here. It's pretty. I love it. What I like about that Milani one is that you can wear kind of like a more Kylie brown lip liner and then apply that on top, or just fill in your lips with a lip liner, like a darker, you know, Kylie colored brownish undertone lip liner, and put this on top, and it just gives it such a beautiful look. Enough about makeup. I'm gonna move on right now to nails. This was another hard one for me, and I'm just gonna go through them briefly. Do you hear that? That means there's a lot of them. The first one that I wanna mention was actually a gift from my husband, and I absolutely love it. It is one of my favorite nail lacquers. And it's not even called a nail lacquer. It is actually called High Shine Nail Polishes. Now, these nail polishes are a little bit more high-end, but I'm gonna say one thing about them. It's not like your typical nail polish. It's not gonna chip right away. And I went to a salon once and I had it on my nails and I had to get my nails done. I was going to an event or something. And they were like, is this a gel polish? Is this a gel no chip manicure? And I'm like, no. It's Marc Jacobs. And this is the Marc Jacobs High Shine Nail Polish in the shade Sally. And it is absolutely beautiful. I'm gonna link it in the description bar for you guys. I'll link all of these, like all of these makeup items. Some of the other things are just like suggestions for fall, but this is a goodie for fall. The second one that I wanna mention is by OPI, and it is in the shade I Break for Manicures, and it looks like this, another dark color. And then OPI again, Lincoln Park After Dark. One time I read in a magazine that Kris Jenner, this is her ultimate favorite color, and I was like, Kris, me too. And then I have two from Essie, and the first one is more of like a mauvey purplish, dark purple shade, and it's called Carry On. It looks like this. And then the other one is one of my all-time favorites. It's more of like a gray. I've mentioned this before to you guys. I think I mentioned it in my last video. I either go very, very light in colors for nail polish, or I go really dark, like today. So this is like a happy medium, these two Essie ones. This one is by Essie, and it is in the shade Smokin' Hot, and it is more of like a grayish tone.